So 35 versus reflex will definitely connect.
Cool, then yeah, I've got Ring of Radiant Storm, so that's 46 radiant damage.
It does seem to completely hit them.
Cool. So yeah, vulnerable 10 and ongoing 2 radiant. And I will add on a blood drinker. So that means my first damage roll is actually higher, so 51 damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Helix, you're up.
All right, let's see what to do. Regdar, do you want to move? Your speed? To shift? Okay, so nobody's getting a damage buff this round, so I'm going to shift here. And then I will reorient the axis. So everybody can shifty.
No damage buffs, sad. Do I need to be within 5 of you for anything?
Yeah, I would, because I'm going to War Masters, I'm going to actually Hail of Steel on one of these guys. So if you guys could, like, group up on somebody, it'd be really useful.
I don't want to be adjacent. About to burn some things.
Okay.
Actually, I could leap first. No, probably not.
So what's the plan, Helix?
Okay, so I'm just going to War Master's Assault because range reasons. Hey, Fowlers, can you move one down? Yeah, that works. Ignore the item bonus. The item bonus does not exist. I missed the macro.
Oh.
Alright, so everyone charge and make a basic attack. In the interest of making my life easy, unless someone wants to go in a different order, Falrus, would you mind going first? Or Helix, do you want to go first for bonuses, or do you have a reason to go first, I guess I should say?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so I believe if I use a range basic attack, I get only plus 2 power bonus to attack and damage.
Yep, only plus 2.
Okay, so I will attack this guy, this on the right. Let's see, 4. No. Attack.
Falrus, do you have Shadow Dance armor or something similar?
Shadow Dance, I have armor of Dark Deeds.
Do you have a way to not provoke?
No.
Okay, well you're now going to learn that this guy has threatening reach.
Cool.
Question, Falrus, do you resist cold, radiant, or necrotic?
I resist cold because of Ring of Winter.
So the numbers are included in, but the effect tells you what it does. So 35 versus AC?
That's a miss because it's an opportunity attack.
Okay.
And
So,
it targets AC, so I miss. Yep.
alright, Gabriella, you're next.
Okay, so this is including the vulnerability already?
That is not connected, unfortunately.
I'll re-roll it. What's that?
The 36 does connect.
Alright, 56 damage.
Because the bonus is 5 higher, right?
No, I included that.
Oh no, my brain was not getting how the math worked, but it's fine. It still hits
Oh,
regardless.
Cool.
You see the sentinel become
Somebody.
bloodied, and you notice the aura of radiance around the sentinel fades, and you see this very clear sense of corruption that's sort of weeping around his body as that halo that he's wearing, instead of being a ring that sticks out fairly far, it starts to constrict in and constrict on the sides of his face. So I believe Kachka is next.
I'm sorry, but why did that happen, Gary?
It's what looks like when he's bloodied. So.
Okay.
Okay, so unmuting.
All right,
Okay.
Katya?
Yeah. Sorry. Can you hear me now? Hello.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I tried to unmute and it didn't work. Right. So I get to make a basic attack. Does it have to be against a specific target?
No. You can also charge.
Nope.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a ranged basic attack against the withered sentinel. Yeah, since he's bloodied, why the shit not, right? So I'm just gonna make a ranged basic attack against him. I do not have combat advantage, I don't think. And he is bloodied, so I get a bonus from my gauntlets of blood. Do I still have those? No, I have key focus bonus. There we go. 38 versus AC.
Yep.
For 25
Also, I
damage.
hate your macros.
Right? I'm sorry, I'll take the targeting out eventually.
Okay. Anything else?
I mean, that's all I can do, right?
I don't assume that all you can do is range basic when someone grants you a range basic.
Oh.
So Helix, you're up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Helix.
Okay, I will just smack the bloodied guy.
Okay. With a range basic, I guess?
No, I have a reach 5 weapon. No, actually, it's a free action, so it won't work. Nope, I pass. No, actually, I'll charge. Screw it.
Do you have something that prevents you from provoking?
I do not, but he already took an opportunity attack, so I mean, like, can he take more than one?
Well, you
on one
can't
turn?
charge the sentinel, so you can't charge the bloodied one. So I'm assuming that you're charging this guy.
Oh, why can't I charge?
Because that's not each square
Mhm.
closer. Because that is a
You
legal
have to
charge.
go. You have
Yeah.
to go where Gabriella is.
Yeah, Gabriella Square is the only legal square.
For you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you can't charge that guy. You could charge this guy or that guy, or hypothetically speaking, this guy, but you cannot charge the bloody sentinel.
Screw it, then I will not actually take an action. I'm good.
Hearth.
Why don't you just charge the Sunboy?
Hearth
Anyway.
go.
Actually, Hearth is too far away for War Master's Assault.
Correct.
Cool. So, Helix, are you done with your turn?
Yep, I'm done with my turn.
Hearth, you're up.
Okay, Hearth is gonna action point. What do I win? How much of a winner am I? I think I'm a decent amount of a winner. Okay, he's gonna Furious Bolts. First target is this guy, and then I guess we'll just go book order from there.
Okay.
Ring of Stolen Spells. I have. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do a minor first. Circlet. Everything's cool. That's not a power bonus. Great. So I have +9. No, that's not right. +8. And a +6 bonus to damage. Bonuses. Great. 38 reflex.
Mm-hmm.
Go for 59.
So you strike into him, and you can tell that that is going to be a lethal blow, but that the body refuses to die all at once. So he is beginning to die, i.e. he is below 0, but something is holding him together as that halo constricts in even further and starts to crush his head on either side.
Awesome. Then book order for these guys. Hopefully, they should have enough buttons. So I don't get the bonus +3, but I do still get my +5. And I have +6 damage. So, 42.
That'll definitely connect.
Then I guess 29 would be this guy.
29 would be the one on the far side, this guy here.
Yeah, I guess so. That makes sense.
Well, actually, no, technically it'd be this one, because
Oh,
book
that
order.
one, right? Because he's higher up.
So that will be a miss.
I will stone that.
Okay.
I should have a button for rolling stones, actually. It's kind of obnoxious that I don't. +5, right? We'll take the first roll. 33.
33 hits. And then that means a 33 on the Sunblade, right?
Yeah, that
Yep.
will be the next guy.
So that is going to trigger a thing from the Sunblade. As the area around it sort of shifts, you see the Sunblade sort of flick in and out, and your magic sinks into that kind of flickering aura.
Oh. Oh, it like stops time. Wait. Yeah. We'll take the first roll. Yep, that'll hit.
So it'll hit with the -5, so it'll still hit.
So that one takes.
I'll do the
Oh,
damage
God.
at the end.
Yeah.
So
we're losing
you're
it.
going to have the same imperfect moment get triggered again. So do it again.
Okay. Oh, and there's another Sunblade. So we'll take the first 2 rolls from this one.
Okay.
For the next 2 Sunblades, because they're both going to do the same thing, aren't they? And I can put the -5 in. So it's actually a net 0. There we go. So 38 and then miss.
So you'll hit yourself once.
Cool.
So let's see. That attack is the 59 was already done, then 45 to this guy, then 50 to this guy, then 49 to this guy, and then 45 to yourself.
Okay. I'll take 45. That's an immediate, right? Cool. Now there's only one dude, so now I don't want to jump up and down. But I've used my action points. I guess I'm kind of locked in doing something. Guys, what are we killing?
Light Priest. He's the one who worries me the most.
Alright, I'm going to chuck just a single target bolt at him then. Does this guy still block line of sight?
That guy does still provide cover to the one behind him, yes.
Okay.
Doesn't block line of sight, just gives him cover.
No, I really do want to move. I'll just take the shot of him getting cover. Where's my button? Starting to get too many powers now. I have +5.
This is why I have a cheat sheet.
Mm-hmm. Don't have any damage bonuses. No, I'm gonna pick. They're not vulnerable to anything we know of, are they? Guess I'll like force and psychic. Sure. 32 reflex.
32 reflex will connect.
3, 5, 4 psychic. I get CA with powers until the end of my next turn, and then I'm gonna move adjacent to this Sunblade and say go.
Regdar, you're up.
All right, I will minor action and I'm sorry, I will move. I don't know why I said minor action. I'm going to here. I'm going to anvil on Light Priest.
Okay.
Seven AC.
That does not connect.
I will heroic effort that to make it a 31.
That does not connect.
Roll it. Roll button. About a 39.
39 will definitely hit.
Great. 25 damage, and he's stunned until the end of my next turn. So, I will minor action. So, will action point. I will get it. Purple.
What you doing with the action point?
I am coming and getting it.
Okay.
I believe if all of your bonuses are untyped, I believe this is +9 hit for me total.
Yeah, my bonus is untyped.
+6 to damage. So 34 versus the Light Priest and 46 versus the Withered Sentinel.
The 34 will miss, the 46 will hit.
We'll miss once and hit once. Oh, actually, it's a 36 because he's granting combat advantage now. Does that help?
It does.
Good deal. So they take 24 damage and adjacent to me.
And is he marked as well? Because he hit him with or he targeted him with a fighter power.
Correct.
Cool. I think that's it for you.
Yep.
Walrus, you're up.
Okay, I will start out with Meditation of the Blade. 3, 4, 5. Are those squares, can I stand in them?
You can, but there does seem to be something there. So you could stand on top of the basin if you would like, or share a square with it, but that might have an effect. You can tell that there is a clear magical effect coming from the basin, is what I'm attempting to say.
Theory, there was one other piece of business. When I action pointed, I put a minus on the light for saving throws for side tattoo.
Okay, and do I... Is it recognizable if the effect is, dangerous or,
It seems to be exuding extreme cold, but beyond that.
Okay, that's good enough for me. I will move over there and probably provoke because
He'll take it.
okay,
And
that's a miss.
Kieran.
And by the way, did this guy attack me or this guy?
I assume that you provoked only from this one, but if you provoke from both, they'll both attack you. Well, actually,
went from there, so it would provoke because he has a threatening.
okay, so he would not attack the one that's marked.
Okay. And because he's stunned, I'm going to use blood buff on him and use the 20 from my dice on the blood buff.
Okay, to crit.
So yep. So that doesn't really matter in here. He's not blooded. And I crit twice. Nice.
Yodog.
Using 22 million, reroll a 20. Yeah. So that's 110 damage, 24 for ongoing damage. He grants CA to me until the end of my next turn, and he takes another 20 damage at the start of his turn.
Okay.
And
you'll have to remind me on ongoing and damage at the start of this turn.
Okay.
When we get there.
And MBA is as a free action. Combat advantage. Yeah. He's still not bloodied, yes? Oh,
he's bloodied, yeah. That definitely bloodied him.
Oh, that's nice. 40 AC for 22 damage.
Mm-hmm.
That was a move and all that. I'm going to action point. I have 2 action points. Huh, how weird.
You guys got a milestone, so.
Oh, nice. And I'm going to use Buff of the Blade to shift something like that. Just standing in there. Actually, should throw this out. I can shift my squares.
Okay. So when you go into that area, you get this very, very intense thing of cold that kind of wraps around you. Do you have resistance 10 cold? Is that what you have?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you can tell that it basically is painful but not damaging, i.e., it's equal to the resistance you currently have. But you can also feel that there are like words coming out of that font. That little basin seems to be not only exuding a little bit of mist from the extreme cold in there, but like there's some sort of effect that's kind of emanating from it that's talking into the room.
Nice. Then I will continue with my attack and see what that is later. So first I will attack the light priest. First target will be the sentinel. The second will be the light priest.
Okay.
On the first attack, that's yes. 41 and 45 versus will. And
Both hit.
Alright, 28 and 28, and I can slide one, but I think I want to keep them like that. And the second attack will be in the other order, so the light priest and the sentinel. This guy is still not bloodied as far as I know. For 36 and 38. Yep.
I don't think Path of the Blade is able to double tap both of them, because they were already a target during your move.
It's hard to tell how that works. I'm not exactly sure, but
yeah, because it has to be against a
this?
different enemy.
Each time against a different enemy adjacent to you.
Right. So you can target 2 people total with the attack.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it should be worded like Twin Strike, where it says 1 or 2 enemies, comma 2 attacks. But I think the intention is that you're supposed to be able to use it once against 2 different things.
Okay.
But we can talk about it after game.
Yeah. So the other attack, I guess, doesn't disappear, and I guess I will use the sneak attack on that guy to make sure he dies.
Okay.
Because I action pointed, I get it back for 16 damage.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess that will be all because I use all my actions. Yep.
That will be all he says. Okay.
So the Sunblade starts his turn. He is going to fly into here, I believe. Double check ranges, but I'm almost positive. Yep, he'll actually go one further to be adjacent. So the Sunblade comes in, and then you see the blade split as the fiery side of the blade goes one way and the dark side of the blade goes the other. And you see between the blade of sun and the blade of moon, there is this weird sort of writhing language that's going between the two, and you see that the parts of the blade between the 2 copies look corroded and worn away, like they're corrupted, as there's a blast of power that goes and hits, attempts to hit Gabriella, Helix, and Kachka. So you guys will have to do this individually because of the way this thing works, but keep in mind the special line if it connects with you guys.
Pardon, this is a melee attack or a burst or blast attack?
Blast attack.
Oh, thank you. That's important.
So it's going to be 40, 28, and 28.
That is a thorough miss with me. Can I disruptive strike? Wait, Helix, does that hit you?
No, that's a miss on me as well.
Oh, then never mind. Oh, I'm sorry. Disruptive strike is the trigger is being attacked, not being hit. My apologies. Ignore me.
So Gabriella.
Um,
Yep, that certainly hits me.
do you want to smack
Okay.
him, Gabriella? I could warn you.
So the question for Gabriella
Oh.
is reading the special line, do you resist either cold, fire, necrotic, or radiant?
I resist radiant. So.
Okay, so you would take 15 extra damage, a total of 50.
Yeah, and a powerful warning would be nice. Obviously, it still will hit by a bajillion, but the attack is good.
So 33 against reflex, I believe will connect on these guys. It does indeed.
Okay, did they resist the radiant?
They do seem to resist a pretty good chunk of the radiant.
Damn, okay.
Although it does bloody her. You can see that there's a bit of grace that is losing, that is falling off of the creatures as they are unbloodied, or sorry, as they become bloodied. She's going to action point. And I believe the smart action is going to be to shoot a ranged attack at Faurus. So you see this the blade of fire arc towards Faurus.
That would hit, but I'm going to use her tactic and use second chance.
Okay. And on natural one.
Okay, and I can use Light Flourish. I'm going to use it on the Light Priest.
Oh shit.
If all those fit up. For 39.
Okay.
And 41 damage.
So you take 15 radiant and fire damage, and you are weakened.
Oh, that's not nice.
So it'll do 20 damage. You see the sigils and the aura. Or you see that around the light priest's head, there's that little halo of light. The light fades away, and you see the whole body starting to crumple inwards. So that is that for the Sunblade. It's the other Sunblade. It's got Hearth there to target.
Not actually that one, it's the south one.
Accurate. So the Dark Light worked well, so let's do the Dark Light again. So blast on the same three. Because my rolls hate Gabriella. That's a 41 on Gabriella, 34 on Kachka, and 28 on Helix. So 20 points of damage, and then if you do not specifically resist one of those things, you take an extra 5 for each thing you do not specifically resist.
Well, I'm at least going to punch this time this Sunblade that's next to me. So.
Okay.
Oh, crit. And I forgot to include the vulnerability, so that's 65.
So the question I have to ask is, do you want to kill or actually... Hang on. That is not including vulnerability, but the... Okay, sorry. Not quite enough.
Yeah, not including resistance, because I don't know what that is.
Okay. So, I believe that's resolved, yes?
Yep.
Cool. And did blind Kachka, so... Yeah, is going to... gonna arc for at Kachka with the arcing fireblade. So 36 AC, it should be 2 higher because I forgot combat advantage, so 38 AC.
That will definitely hit.
So 37 fire and radiant. Well,
And
fire,
cold and
radiant, cold, and necrotic.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you don't take the extra damage because it's not from this ability.
Okay.
Then she's gonna fly over here, and end her turn. Kachka, you're up.
I mean, up being a relative term here. So I'm blinded. And there's this stupid sunblade in front of me, and there's a stupid sunblade next to me, and then there's this friggin' light priest. God, the blinded really kills me. One sec, my dog is jumping on me. But I still technically have Manticore bonuses, so that's nice. So let's. Yeah, I'm gonna move up to this timekeeper. Here. And I am going to. I believe Hunter's Quarry requires that I see shit, so let's ignore that. And I'm going to use Landslide Strike against it.
Okay.
Okay. 2 attacks against it at a -5 for this one. It is bloodied, so I get +2 to damage, plus my Manticore bonuses. -5, +2 to damage. Okay. So 36 versus AC, including the -5, and 34 minus AC, including the -5.
Both hits. And I need for you to tell me whether you're going to knock out or kill the angel.
So after all that shit that it did to me, wait, this is like an angel?
Yeah. So. Unmute your mic for a second, or mute your mic for a second.
Sorry.
It's fine. So when you guys came in here, you could tell that the Light Priest had that aura of something different, something's messed up with it. The 2 Sentinels had the halo, and the halo seems to be obviously corrupting. The other 3 don't seem to have that same thing. They seem to be angels. So the Sunblades have something in them that looks weird or corroded, but the other 3 are different.
Okay, I just want to appreciate the fact that I did 109 damage, or 105 damage, which is almost as much as Falrus did on a crit, and I feel really good about that. Jesus. Okay, so I will, considering I recognize this as some sort of holy personage, and I honestly have no idea what the fuck is going on, I will just pummel it into unconsciousness. And I think that seems like a reasonable course of action to take. As a free action, I will do. Oh wait, I killed it.
Yeah, it's unconscious.
I reduced it to 0.
Yes.
So when I do that, I get whirling lunge. Give me a sec. Let me find that. Whirling lunge. Okay. I shift 2 squares and deal 22 damage to a visible. Oh fuck. Ignore that.
Visible.
God damn shit. Alright, so ignore that whole thing. Okay, so I reduced it to 0. Other things happen. Rain of Hammers, key focus. There's no adjacent enemies. Shit. I resume the hunt. There we go.
You put Hunter's Quarry, which requires sight on someone?
No. Shush. I resume the hunt, which allows me to move my speed, and I don't provoke. Until the end of my next turn, I gain a +2 untyped bonus to all defenses. Okay, so let me find my castle, and I get to move up to 7.
Keep in mind that you are going to provoke at some point,
Threatening reach.
depending on how you go.
Yeah, I will walk carefully then. I will draw my path out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, there's a pew there, so that's actually 6, and then this would be 7. Okay, so that's
just
movement
a guy.
You're gonna provoke if you do
Wait,
that.
from whom?
From the dude that you're walking through.
Alright, well, before I do that, I use free action Feral Rejuvenation. So I get to spend a surge plus 8 HP.
Okay, so the Sentinel's gonna punch you.
Okay, please feel free. From the guy you're walking through.
User in your channel timed out.
32 AC will miss
Cool.
because of
Carry
the
on.
stupid bonus. Huzzah. I gain 27 plus 35 HP. Okay, here we go. I'm no longer bloodied. Huzzah. Alright. Shit. That guy. Fuck. That was the worst possible move I could have had. Because now I can't do shit with my minor actions. I'll Hunter's Quarry myself and make a saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, and I get a +1 from saving throws from Fortune Stones, so 19.
No longer blind.
That ends my turn since I don't feel like action pointing.
Okay. So the other Sunblade is going to go. The other Sunblade will take the two weapons, create the little thing between the two, and Dark Light towards Kachka, Hearth, and Gabriella.
Okay.
Goodbye, cruel world.
So natural 1 on the bug. Of course I hit. Oh no, 31 might, or 33 because I can't do blind individually. But 34 on reflex against Hearth and 33 on Gabriella.
In a close blast 5.
Can I not count? Entirely possible. One,
I think
two.
there's 6.
Oh, it's 6. Yeah, I'm bad with counting. So then the question becomes, would she do that?
Too late! You've already rolled a nat 1 against me. You can't take it back.
Yeah, she can only get 2 targets regardless. So it'll be the 34 against Hearth.
That will connect, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, my reflex is nowhere near that good. Okay about that. Quite a lot of damage. Yeah, we'll just do substantial. It's fine.
So again, if you do not resist, for whatever you resist, if you do not resist cold, fire, necrotic, or radiant, you take 5 extra damage for each of those.
Yep.
Then she is going to fly across
8.
to here.
Does she provoke?
You're blind.
Oh, I'm blinded. Well.
And then she is going to Arcing Blade at the person that she shot as she left. And natural 1. So my solar flares are bad. Action point is used. She is done. Light Priest. Light Priest is going to begin turn taking damage. How much damage?
24 ongoing and 20, normal.
So
Just
24, 21st.
Yep.
You see both of the one of the Sunblades that's on the ground kind of flicker and looks like it stands up for a moment and then is back down on the ground. The other 2 Sunblades both flicker back and forth, appearing in the spots that they had left and then reappearing back where they were, as the Light Priest's energy resonates around the room. So he is no longer stunned.
It's at a -2. It doesn't matter, but okay.
Right. It's at a -2, so it's at a total of +3.
Oh, I see.
She is
User
going to
entered your
warp
channel.
time, because definitely has to play defensively. So she bends time. Oh no, she's still going to be bloodied from that. Yeah, well, she's still going to do it anyways. I need a math for a second. I'll do that at the end. I'll do that once I finish my turn. So let's see. She will go to... yeah, everyone is very well spread out at the moment. That is a successful plan. Okay, so we'll teleport to there. Actually, this one's not blind. Okay, so we'll teleport to there, get some bonuses, and then we'll area burst 2 on the 2 people that just tried to destroy it. So these 2 guys here. So the Light Priest holds up the staff. You see as the staff comes up, there's this sort of brilliant corona that is extending from the Light Priest's hand. And you hear the voice come through in Supernal again, speaking kind of in your own internal language, and call out, "What are you doing? Why would you cause such problems in this hallowed place?" And you hear this very spidery second voice say, "Die, little miscreants." So not bloodied.
Are those voices coming from both from the Light Priest?
Yes, both voices are coming from the Light Priest. And you can see the brilliant staff that the Light Priest raises up is covered in those weird, like, spidery black letters. So the first attack is against Redgar's 27 reflex, and the second attack is against Valrus, 28. So the two attacks miss, it looks like.
Just missed me.
Miss as well.
So going to action point, and then send a blast through on Redgar and Valrus again.
That
So
just hits me just a little bit.
You know, it just hits me. I have 35 reflexes if someone wants to.
Not quite double my. Oh.
all right, so 8 times 3 is
24.
24, 36 points of damage for the crit. Again, if you do not resist cold, fire, necrotic, or radiant, you take 5 extra points of damage for each one you do not specifically resist.
Well, I'm sorry, what was the crit again? 36?
36, yes. 36 plus 5 for each of the things you do not resist.
Okay, so I take 46, I subtract 10 for my resistance, so I take 36, and then divided by 2, so 18.
If he was smarter, he would have done that in the reverse order. And I believe that's it for him. So you can tell that one of the two voices coming out of the Light Priest is very confused. Withered Sentinel.
By the way, he had to save against the ongoing.
Yes, I will do that in a second. I'll do all the stuff at the end of his turn in a second. Unless it's important before I get to Gabriella.
No.
Okay. So the Withered Sentinel, I believe, takes ongoing a bunch at the start of his turn, Gabriella?
Yeah, so, well, 2 damage plus the radiant vulnerability, so 12.
So ongoing 12 does seem to be affected. You see that thing cinching in tighter. The Sentinel lashes out in every direction, and you see its body falling apart, collapsing as it's shrinking in on itself. So it is going to do a close burst 3. So Redgar, Falrus, Kachka, Hearth, and then Gabriella.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, Traveler.
Oh, sorry, I just saw the roll. Yeah, that will hit. 18 radiant and cold damage. Target is slid to a square adjacent to the Sentinel.
If you got missed, move yourself back.
Oh god, where was I? Yeah.
1 over. You were 1 over.
Yeah?
Alright.
Yep.
Oh, no, sorry. Not you, Falros, I thought. Never mind.
Falrus was there, because he was pushed 3 from here. Alright, so you guys take all of those sorts of damages, and then the husk of the tiny sentinel collapses to the ground, and you see that halo of psionic energy is just writhing and moving like a, now without the angel's body attached to it, it looks like a crown of writhing black thorns. So the other sentinel is going to move to here. He is marked by Redgar. So he's going to move to there, and then he's going to unfortunately hit everyone. And I'm not trying to kill you, Gabriella, but I'm not. Also, don't think this monster would intentionally exclude you either. Actually,
Yep.
is it smarter to... Can I get to there? Hang on. I was here, correct? No, I was here. Do I have the movement to get there?
Difficult terrain?
He's flying, or he can fly. That's what I'm testing. So yeah, he can get there without provoking, which is the key part. Try to see if I can fly over Helix's head, and I can. So yes, he will go to here. Fly up 1 there. So he's going to be up 1 square. And then is going to do, well, hang on. Let me not suck at getting within 3 of everyone. 3, 3, 3. Cool. So is then going to do area burst 3, or close burst 3. He is not bloodied. Oh, he is bloodied. Is he bloodied? He is not bloodied. Very, very close, though. So 33 against Falrus, 31 against Redguard, 29 against Kachka. Apologies against Gabriella.
I'm alive. Well, you know.
33 against Hearth.
He doesn't have any penalties to attack, does he?
He does not. And 36 against Helix.
That will hit. Exactly.
So Helix, if that hits you, move in here. Falrus, if that hits you, move in here. Hearth, if that hits you, move in here.
It does. I take 3 damage. Nope, 2 damage types. So 28 total. 5 is 23. Half is 11.
So Gabriella, before you passed out, you were the one wailing on the Sentinel. Would you have been trying to kill the Sentinel? Like, because it's the damage that you did was the one that actually reduced it to 0?
Oh, yeah. I've corrupted angels I'm not a fan of, because they killed me once before, so...
Gotcha. Cool. It is your turn, Gabriella.
I have a reaction to that, because
go ahead.
Attack actually bloodied me. I have backlash tattoo. There it is. Give me a sec. So I get to make a melee basic attack against him. I don't know if there are any penalties or things going on. I don't think I have combat advantage against him. I don't think he's bloodied. So there we go. Oh, it's a
He's not going to be bloodied.
Okay, so add 4 damage to that. And then crit damage.
Why add 4?
Because for 31, that crits, right?
Oh, right.
Okay.
But you don't do any extra damage on a crit? Don't have a magic weapon?
No, okay, I'm working on it. Okay.
Oh.
So add 20 to that, so that's 47, and I can make a basic attack with my offhand weapon against the same target. I don't like doing it the same because of multi-hit things. It just makes it a pain in my opinion, but that's on me. So he's bloodied now?
He's now bloodied, yes.
Alright, so now I start getting bonuses to him. Still Manticore up. Okay. 41 versus his AC.
Again, you see his halo constrictor on his head, and that definitely hits.
So, shit. I'm going to use my Whirling Slayer ability because I just bloodied him. I can't find it. Striking, so hey, now. Rejuvenation, timely dodge. I don't know. Whatever it does. Oh, wait. Yeah. So it lets me shift 2 squares. Any enemy adjacent to me at the end of this shift grants me combat advantage. So I'm just going to try and piece away from the wounded people as much as possible.
No.
Sorry?
Please don't do that.
Why?
Please don't do that.
Oh, do you have a healing burst? Okay, then I will shift 2 squares to this exact location, by which I mean I will shift 0, and that guy will now grant me combat advantage, which I should have done in the first place.
Okay.
And I think that's all I got for that.
All right. So I believe it is Gabriella's turn now.
Yes, and I put to the ongoing does kill me, so... Blech.
Actual death?
Oh, yeah.
That is That is supremely unlucky, and I apologize for it.
Can't res.
Helix, you're up.
Well, that sucks. So first thing I will do is
First thing you would do is timeout on TeamSpeak?
Please no. Oh. Oh, connected.
no, I didn't time out. I just let go of my talk button. Okay. Do you see my timeless login? Yes, no.
No, unless you're talking to yourself or lagging supremely bad. But you use Timeless Locket
Okay.
and do something else with it.
That's. Yep, I'm using timeless locket, and then I will do Warlord's Banner. Yep, also won't show up, but everybody can spend the Healing Surge in a Close Burst 5, and gain a +2 power bonus to attack.
But oh, that's so awkward. I'm so sad.
Yeah, I have to reload, I guess. Skype's being stupid. I mean, Roll20's being stupid.
Did you move up to where Hearth is in range of you?
Wait.
I got pulled in.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh, that hasn't
the
even
guy hit?
registered. Oh, you've been like
Yeah,
disconnected for ages. Okay. All right. Cool.
apparently so. Well, that sucks ass. I guess that's I mean, like, since I'm, can I delay and try to reload before Fowers?
I mean, you can also say what you're doing, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. So the other thing I want to do is I want to click.
What was the first?
Hail of
What was the
Steel.
first? What was the first thing you did?
Oh, that gets there. Nice.
Timeless locket.
So he does that first, and then the second thing he does is, what's the banner?
Warlord's Banner.
Warlord's Banner. He does that.
And
then next?
Oh, all right.
Hail of Steel.
Hail of Steel. I want to click the button labeled Gary bonus just
On
because I'm curious.
This
But
whether it's
Okay. Maybe I'm confused because Hearth is doing saving throws. Do we get?
I just kind of assumed. My bad.
yes, you get a saving throw.
So we get a saving throw from Warlord's Banner, and then we
Yes.
get another saving throw from Hearth.
no, Hearth is doing a saving throw because he's
No,
assuming
you
that
get,
he has
you
market
get
healing.
+6, so.
Okay, so
And
just
there
as
is
an FYI, that you should say gets a saving throw in your Warlord's Banner macro.
Yeah, it's my only power that doesn't say that.
That's fine.
Sorry. And
So I'm using Hail of Steel.
Did Hail of Steel hit? Yep. I don't have any.
I'm not clicked Hail of
I have
Steel.
flanking, I think.
So I've now clicked Hail of Steel, and 37 versus AC does connect.
Okay. And so everybody around this guy can make a
Oh my god.
basic attack with the yep bonuses.
Don't
Matt,
forget
I'm gonna cut you.
What?
The echo is horrible with you. But if you want to say something,
Is that
say something.
better?
Basically,
better?
just don't keep your mic open unless you're talking.
Okay, no.
So if you want to say something, go ahead.
What kind of bonus to attack and damage is that? Is that untyped? Oh, untyped. Never mind.
And that's
So everybody make your attack for Hail of Steel, and then I will try to give me a number of how much damage you do at the end.
and the last thing I'm gonna do is throw a heal on Kachka, real heal.
Okay. So inspiring word on Kachka.
So yeah, inspiring word and adaptive stratagem both on Kachka, and then I'm done.
Okay.
Oh no, I can't do adaptive stratagem. I'm bad. Too many actions.
Okay. So standard. Okay, you turn the minor with a timeless lock. I got it. Okay, cool. So you standard action twice,
All right, I'm now
and
going to try to
minor action once.
reload.
Cool. So let's see. The 41 hits from Hearth for 26 damage. The 33 hits for 34 damage, and the 27 AC does not connect. I'm almost positive. It does not.
And I will deal 10 damage because I'm weakened.
Uh, 10 damage because of something?
Because I'm weakened.
Okay. So it looks like 70 damage total from the party. Which, let me look. Okay. Sorry, it's hard for me to play both a character and get all the stuff on my end. Extra 18 is what I missed. So the final person to attack is Falrus. So while you're weakened, you could choose to either deal non-lethal or you can choose to finish it off.
Kill.
The Sentinel's dead.
Ah. Okay. Opens up a path.
And Hearth, you're up.
This is awkward. I could leap. But then he'll probably just bounce me onto him. No guts, no glory, right? Okay, Hearth is going to start by giving himself some insubstantial for the next turn, because he is almost inevitably going to take a ton of damage. Then he's going to move adjacent to this guy, or girl, in fact, I think they are. And then he's going to Thunder Leap.
User disconnected from your channel.
He has a big chunk of bonus to hit. Everything. And no bonus for damage. And none of the other rolls matter. Oh yeah, they do. Hang on. Let's be smart here. Because he has a stupid flicker thing. So the second one is the reroll. I put the -5 in.
She does not actually have a reroll, so
Oh. Okay.
that power is
Cool.
not at will.
Oh. Alright. Then she takes 54 thunder and fire, and I leap into the air heroically. Landing here. And then I do a second burst. These numbers should all be correct. For 31 and crit miss.
The 31 misses.
Wow, those are some not great rolls.
Actually, 31 fortitude on that guy does hit.
Cool. And then he takes
Yes.
36.
He has +5 to defenses, I believe.
He does have +5 defenses. I'm crazy.
That is also true.
There's a reason I play defensively.
I don't think that does miss damage. Cool. I land here. That's move minor standard. I am good. Save against whatever the hell I've got on me. Yeah, that's fine. That's the save.
Regdar.
I actually have all of those things going on me.
Alright, I will move. I will minor action Paladin mark the Mark of Terror. Oh, you know what? I'm going to Monster Knowledge to see if they're immune to.
So, Monster Knowledge on which one? What's the...
This Timekeeper Sunblade.
On the Sunblade is a religion check. And
Excellent.
you are not sure whether it is immune or not.
Mark of Terror.
Not quite enough.
.33 AC.
So, Mark of Terror is... part of the effect of that is not the damage, it's just the stun part. So, you are aware that it is immune to fear. Actually, let me double check and make sure this one is. Where's the traits? He doesn't have a trait button. Why? He does. Actually, no, he's not.
Oh,
Okay.
well then, that's my good hits.
Believe it does. Hang on. Trying to see if the initial attack bloodied it, or if the other attack from Hearth bloodied it. Apologies. No, I did not. So that attack will be the one that bloodied it. Alright, and she is stunned.
Yeah, yellow mark and stunned and minus. I don't know that you ever rolled your saving throw versus being -2 to saves on the
I did.
Timekeeper Light Priest. Okay, great. Was it successful?
Yes, she saved, and then she also saved against the ongoing damage after she saved against the -2.
As long as the bookkeeping was done, great.
Yes.
And then my fade, and I'm
Cool. And then your mark on the Light Priest fades, correct?
correct.
Falrus, you are up.
Yep. I'm going to move over here and look into the well.
Take your ongoing, whatever your ongoing number is. I think it's 15.
I saved.
Oh, you saved? Cool. So, you look into the well.
And those wards that were there?
Yeah, they seem to be flowing out and moving around the room.
Are they are in language? I know.
They are in a language. I do not believe it is a language that you have.
I have Dwarven and Common.
It is neither in Dwarven nor Common.
Yeah, I should expect that.
You can tell that this is kind of a conduit. It seems to be coming
User
up
in your
from
channel
the
timed
basin
out.
to other places, like into the room.
Okay. I guess I will put my head into it.
So you put your head into the basin. It's unbelievably cold, and you get a very strong sense of corruption that's flowing from elsewhere through the basin into the room.
Yeah, I expected so.
Put a lid on it. Sit on it. Cover it with your ass.
Do I think it's a portal?
It does seem to be a conduit rather than a portal. So like this is like a ritual focus. You've seen enough ritual stuff that you don't know the fine-tuning bits of exactly how this is functioning, although people who have arcana or things of that nature might be able to figure it out. But you can tell that, typically speaking, when there are these types of focuses, they tend to be pretty delicate. So it is definitely a focus. You know that if you move or break it, it'll probably cause it problems.
Okay. Then I guess I will just. Is it made of stone or something like that?
It's made of metal, so it's a little metal wash basin with water in it. That's very, very cold.
Okay. So I think cold metal might be easy to break. So I would look for the weakest point and try to make a hole to break it.
Okay.
With Tibri, I guess.
Sure.
As a standard action.
Sounds good.
Just telling because it's good to tell beforehand. Well, that's a 2.
So, I mean, you needed to just say that you were doing it, and then it's measure of success, not whether you succeed. So you kind of see that there are these little spots of corrosion. Like if you leave silver out in the elements too long, generally speaking, the more pure silver, the more problematic it is. Kind of turns like a greenish color. And you can see the spots where the silver has corroded, and as you kind of crack into it, you hear that spidery voice intensify again, and then the entire thing just opens up as a network of cracks appear in the thing, and the entire thing falls apart, and the words stop. You see the writhing letters around the weapons that are being wielded by the Sunblade dissipate, and this very strong aura of light fills the area around the Sunblades. and the area around the staff on the light priest also changes, and you see the words dissipate as light starts to shine through. You can tell everything in the room kind of paused for a moment, trying to figure out what's going on. Like the sunblades both look a little confused.
Alright, I will use my minor to tell, hey guys, I think I did something. And that's the end.
Okay. So that sunblade is off of the initiative tracker. This sunblade looks a little
User entered
confused.
your channel.
It's stunned. No wonder it looks confused.
Yeah. And ends its turn because it's stunned and doesn't have a way to get out of that. Kashka, you're up.
Can I do a quick free action perception check?
Sure.
Alright, so I'm going to do a quick free action perception check to see if these people are still, or would that be insight, to see if these people are still, like, enemy focused, or if they're, like, disoriented and, like, now non-hostile. I'll do insight. I think that'd be a better roll.
Yes.
22 insight.
The sunblades have definitely been given pause. The light priest, something has changed, but none of the. Could you mute yourself, please?
Oh, shit.
It's super hard to talk when I hear myself repeating. So the sunblades definitely seem to be hesitating, and you could notice a change in the way that their weapons move. The light priest, you can notice a change, but doesn't seem to be hesitating. So the sunblades might be able to be talked to or convinced, or they might not immediately lash out and attack things, but the light keepers, or the light priest still seems to be engaging people.
Okay, sounds like a plan. So fuck this noise. I've got Manticore up for ranged attacks, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to do attacks on the run as soon as I can find the cut button for it. So it allows me to move my speed and then make ranged attacks, which I will do with bonuses and bonuses and bonuses. Okay. 43 versus AC and 34 versus AC against the Light Keeper.
So that'll hit the Timekeeper Light Priest. The first one will hit, and the second one will miss.
Shit. I want to re-roll that one.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Can people hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Is my echo as bad
Okay.
now? Sorry.
I
Do you
just
have a
wanted to ask
question?
if you got the +6 from Inspiring Word to attack.
+6 to attack from Inspiring Word? No, I did not include that.
Yes.
So please add 6. So that's a 40 versus AC and a 49 versus AC.
Both of those hit.
Okay, so that will be a
Surprisingly
total of
enough.
101 damage. Oh, sorry. I meant to move closer. Okay. It doesn't really matter. Yes. So it's still up and good.
I mean, it looks very injured, but yes, it's still alive.
Fuck nuggets. Give me a sec. I am going to action point. Oh wait, I still have a move action. All right, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move here, and then I am going to.
Keep in mind, you could have moved all the way adjacent if you wanted to, because you had a
Really?
+6 movement speed bonus.
Oh. Huh. Thank you, Faros. I have weapon speed. I forgot I had a +6 move. Fine, I'll just move all the way adjacent, so I still have. Jesus Christ! What the hell is that?
It's from a Paragon Path.
What the hell? Oh my god. Alright, I'm sorry for not recording that. That's totally on me, and I feel really bad about that now. Jesus. Alright. Okay, so I'm next to them now, and I just used my standard. I still have a move and a minor. So let's just I just wail on this priest. I'm just so done with her. So Sohei Flurry, with a lot of bonuses, cause of stuff. 33 versus AC.
I don't. Is that with the bonuses included or no?
Shit, that doesn't include the bonus.
So 39
I'm
AC.
sorry, I'm sorry.
39 AC hits for 30.
Okay, offhand diversion with the bonus this time, I swear. Okay, 38 versus AC.
38 versus AC does connect as well, and
that's
it's gonna
another-
get the words "describe your kill." So one, do you kill him or do you knock him out? And then two, what does it look
I
like?
do not. I'm just sick of them. So as I sprint across the room, or I scuttle, okay, doing like fucking backflips and stuff, using all of my limbs, just throwing punches across the room. Okay, then I move insanely fast. Okay, you can just see that I'm taking a stride with every single one of my 6 legs that are moving and just throwing punches at this thing. And I get closer and closer, and I just finally wail on it 2 more times. I just worry. I just leave a flurry of punches, right into its face with both of my arms, and just knock it the fuck out and break its nose, just for shits and giggles. And I'm just like, oh my god, get your shit together. Which, of course, I say in Thrycreen, so it comes out sounding like. There you go. Boom Gatling gun. Sure. There you go. Let's see. I still have a move action. Oh wait, no, I used that. I still have an action point. But I think we handled most of the people, right?
There's still the 2 Sunblades left, depending on what you want to do with them.
But like they seem pretty chill, right?
One of them looks confused. Well, one of them is stunned, so it just looks stunned. But the other one looks like they're trying to figure out what's going on. Like,
I had the worst idea ever.
i.e., you could try to talk to the Sunblade rather than attack it if you'd like.
Okay. So I'm going to action point.
Okay.
To make a diplomacy check. And I'm going to be like, hey, yo, I know I just beat up your boss and stuff, but like, we're acting super weird, and we just broke this conduit that projected some sort of evil energy onto you guys. So like, are we okay? Look, I knocked them out. They're okay. Everything's gonna be fine. But I need you to chill. So standard action from an action point. Wait, hold on. What happens when I action point? Oh, I get a range basic attack. I'll hold on to that after So I make a 17 diplomacy check.
The angel does not appear to understand Thrycreen.
I say it in common.
I understand. It doesn't seem to understand Thrycreen.
Fuck.
Actually, let me see if that hits easy. I don't think it does. Oh, it does hit easy. So
yes!
the Sunblade seeing you just knock it out, you taking a standard action. You see her kind of backing away, kind of with this guarding motion. She's taking the blade and kind of, you see it flickering back and forth between sun and moon. She's very much taking a step back from you all and putting a lot of stuff in the way so that, if someone attacks her, she can do something about it. But she definitely doesn't seem to be coming after you. You kind of get the feeling that you're not really sure if she can communicate.
Okay.
She doesn't seem to have a mouth or any way to speak.
I will use vigorous gestures with all of my arms to be like, look at this bitch. Look how not dead she is. But I still have a range basic attack as a free action, which, just to emphasize my point, I will take a range basic attack against the basin.
Okay.
Just to further emphasize my point. And the basin is bloodied, so I get +2 damage. Wow, that is absolute shit for a roll.
Luckily, you still had a +6 you forgot to include.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
So, the Sunblade will back up. After kind of realizing what you're doing, the Sunblade is going to kind of loop around back to where the Light Priest is. She seems to not be taking any offensive actions. My question for you guys is it is actually her turn. So, Kashka, when you get done, the Sunblade kind of loops around behind. You see her gesture with her hand and split the blade into 2 different blades. And then she gestures over the top of the Sun Priest with the Sunblade and with the Moonblade. And you see that little writhing mass of darkness, appear above the Light Priest's unconscious form. And you see the blade sort of slide through, and as it does, it burns away a lot of the darkness, and you see it start to break apart into that same sort of lettering that you saw earlier. You can tell that while she doesn't have a mouth, she has eyes. She gets very intent on what she's doing, focusing on the area above the Light Priest, and continues to sort of slide through, until she clears away the dark cloud over top of the unconscious light priest.
Sounds good.
The Sunblade gestures at the light priest and then folds in one of the blades into the other, and then takes her open hand and sort of gestures at the area above the light priest's head. I will say that Regdar has enough passive insight to realize the Sunblade is trying to gesture to try to figure out whether you'd be okay with it helping the light priest.
I will communicate that to the group and suggest that we allow it to do so now.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like, if she's slicing through the darkness, I'm just gonna be like, sweet. Now I don't have to worry about what to do with this unconscious, corrupted light priest.
So the Sunblade places her hand on the basically globe where the head of the light priest is, and you see some radiant energy pass from the Sunblade and into the light priest, and you see the area around the light priest change very drastically. Instead of looking like that black robe with sort of the flame symbols in it and that strange writing all over it, it changes to be this light blue, kind of like the color of a cloudless sky. And you see these symbols start to appear all over the light priest's robe, specifically the symbols that look like open eyes. The staff that it's holding kind of in its unconscious hand writhes and moves a little bit, and you see it form into looking more like an axe, although it doesn't look like a very functional axe. It looks more like a ceremonial axe, maybe an axe that would be more used as an implement than it would be as a weapon. And you see the Sunblade kind of gesture at you all again, and then try to pull the light priest up, kind of not to be back to be conscious, but pull it away from you all to be against the wall, to allow it to sit up more against the wall. So if you guys are choosing not to fight anymore, the angels will choose not to fight as well.
I'm a fucking chill. I'm done being beaten up by these guys. Sad about Gabriella though.
I mean,
Powerful Stowe's blades.
they've surrendered, right?
The one that is stunned is going to keep its weapon out until you kind of draw away from it, but afterwards it will hold. It doesn't put away the weapon, but it holds it very non-aggressively.
Non-threateningly.
Yeah.
All right. As long as I'm convinced that we've defeated them, I'm fine with that.
So
I'll go and begin to collect Gabriella up for hauling.
So after a moment, the light priest, the two Sunblades go to the third Sunblade and put a little bit of energy into it to bring it back. The three Sunblades then go to gather around the light priest and put radiant energy into it, very clearly healing and reviving the light priest. And the light priest will kind of sit up a little bit, look around, and then say in Supernal, you guys each hear in your own language the light priest speaking and say, "What has happened? What is this place? Why are there things that seem like fake memories?" He looks up at the Sunblade that's above him. "And where are your brothers?" You see the Sunblade kind of move, kind of go back and forth a little bit, and you can tell that there's some sort of, when its head moves back and forth, like there's probably some sort of telepathic or other communication going on. And then the light priest looks and sees the two corpses of the other angels. A pity. And yet there are mortals here. It puts the staff/axe on the ground and pulls itself up to its feet. What are mortals doing here in the sanctum? And some of you are wounded. I hope that did not come from us.
You were affected by, we think, the blight of the Dreaming Dark.
The light priest's head is a glowing orb, so you can't really get a lot of facial expressions from him. But you can tell there's a little bit of light coming in whatever direction he's looking. And so he looks around the room, seems to focus that light on the broken bits of the basin. Dreaming dark. Interesting. That would mean the coffin is not empty. He floats over towards where the coffin is. So floats over to where the coffin is, takes the staff, or the thing that looks more like an axe now, and then taps on the edge of the coffin and very slowly lifts the lid. And inside you see a man laying. Looks more sleeping than dead. It looks fully healthy. Doesn't have a lot of the sort of extremely pale look that you would expect of someone who's truly dead. It does just look like he's sleeping and that he'd be able to wake up in a moment. Those of you guys that have seen the Waste Walker before, I don't know if anyone's done the stuff in Chult, but he looks very similar to the kind of crazy image that you guys saw in the jungles of Chult. The Light Priest looks a little confused. So, Falrus, you would recognize.
I too am confused.
So, what do you guys want to say to the Light Priest? You see it's standing there. Looks like it's trying to think, staring at the corpse of the Watcher in the coffin.
Kachka has no idea what's going on. This is like a theological discussion now, and so he just sort of like checks out and starts like licking his wounds off to the side.
Priest of the Watcher. What do you remember?
I remember this temple being set up, this being a place of sanctuary for my master. Should something ever become of him, that he would be able to be returned here. This artifact should regenerate him. He's running his hand along the edge of the coffin, and as his hand runs along, you see little runes light up wherever he touches. But things seem to be missing. His body is here, but he kind of runs his fingers along one edge of the coffin, and you see that it doesn't light up in the area that he's touching. But his mind is not. There is a piece of his essence. He runs his fingers along the edge of the other edge opposite to where he kind of gestured where the mind was, and you see very, very faintly a light glow in the back. There is some small piece of his essence, either here or nearby. He is much more truly broken than this is meant to heal him from.
So Helix would like to ask, is it this key? And he sort of takes the key from whoever has it and shows it to him.
The key being the compass?
Yeah.
So the Light Priest looks down. Ah, yes. He gestures and you see it float away from you towards him. This is a piece of his essence. He reaches inside of the compass and grabs the Ouroboros symbol, and then places it up against the side of the coffin, and the entire coffin lights up except for that one little dark spot. And you see words appear along the top that are written in dozens and dozens of languages. Each of you guys can see a language on there that you would recognize.
Half swaps pieces of headgear, donning his spectacles. Are the words the same in every language?
Yes, it is those language again and again. It's that statement in every language that you can recognize.
So now we see why the Dreaming Dark
So-
acts as it does.
So you see the Light Priest go down, kind of running its hands along the area that's still darkened on the coffin, saying, "There is something still missing, something still lost."
We have a map.
Well,
That's of any use.
is it
but-
hope?
He looks up, and then you see a image of a face appear in the globe that it's using as a head, and it says, "No, hope must yet remain for there to be power here." He gestures towards the symbols on the top of the box, and you see them very quickly fading into being just a very, very slight glimmer on the words. Some hope must yet remain, but this should be the repository for his soul. He gestures towards the Ouroboros thing that he's holding in his hand. But a piece of it is missing. Something of the master has been changed, corrupted, much as we were, I imagine. The light priest looks over towards the two dead angels. Tell me, what do you know of this artifact? What has become of my master's corporeal form?
The artifact was scattered and hidden. Part was in a world of metal, powering the life force of the world. Part was held in a world of sand, but taken by a dark dragon and corrupted to his ways. The other,
The light priest looks up. A dark dragon. One of the Black Brood?
his name is the Dread.
The light priest nods his head. Ah, Safaraktar. An old enemy strikes back again. So you see
Indeed.
him taking the two pieces, the Ouroboros and the rest of the pieces of the compass, and then he's doing some stuff. Looks like he's trying to put the pieces back together, and they click back together, and then he pulls them back apart, click back together, pulls them back apart. The artifact seems to be functioning, but lacks a will, a desire to do anything. While his soul and his essence are here, there is a piece of him that is yet separated, lost somehow. I do not know what this means.
Can
Oh,
we find it?
I think I know what's going on. I saw a guy that looked like this all over in the island of. Is it actually called Child? Truth?
So the angel turns towards you. You saw this? Gestures towards um, the person laying on the ground, and then he moves and shows you an image of a person.
Mm,
And
yeah,
he's going to
that
show
he
you a
was.
picture of the waste walker. It's taking me a second to get him loaded up.
Okay. Yeah, but he was flickering in and out like he wasn't there.
I don't know why this is not pulling correctly. Oh, I know why. What it's doing. Hang on. Shows you that image. And he says, flickering in and out. That is a portion of my master's mind. It should be bound to this artifact. It should have the will to want to return him, to bring him back together if he is ever lost.
Well, maybe we need to find him, I guess.
So the angel basically turns the artifact like over and over, and you see him focusing very heavily on different pieces of the artifact and says, I do not wish to part with this now that we are so close to bringing the Watcher home. But if it is possible to ask mortal aid, I would like to do so. You have returned to me a piece of his essence, that I might bring him back. Now only he needs a will to return. If this final piece can be brought here, I can revive my master. The Watcher must return.
So Helix would like to know where exactly we can find his will.
I think we're going to Chult.
Yep.
Can't you like come with us? It was pretty hard to get here.
The Light Priest looks over and says, I should not leave this place. There are, kind of looks around at the kind of dismantled room around, says, there are things that have gotten through our defenses. Many corruptions here. This will take quite a bit of time, energy, and effort from me and my kin before this place is ready to revive the Master. I need to purify his home. You see him walking around and tapping that staff. If you look at the picture, it looks like a staff, but it's got like a weird axe head on it. It's what it looks like on the Light Priest. He's tapping on the spots on the pews that are scorched, the bodies of the two angels. I fear that I have much to do here that I cannot ask your help with. Basically, what he's saying is he wants you to go do it because he's got to do the stuff here, and he doesn't really think you guys can help him do this stuff.
He's probably right.
I mean, if there are more of those basins, I can destroy them.
So it's going to walk around and basically say, once I am able to purify this place, I will contact you. Send something out when the time has come.
User joined your channel.
If between then and now you can find what small piece of the Master's mind remains, what small part of his will exists wherever it lay, then I should be able to bring him back. Basically, he has all the pieces but one, and the last piece that you'll need to find is the Master's mind.
Asking the hard questions.
So it is.
So the Light Priest turns back towards the coffin, and you see that just barely perceivable glimmer on top of the chest, and then turns back and says, some hope must remain somewhere for that light to be in existence, but it is a faint and fickle thing. If hope should die before the Master returns, he will never be again.
User
Then let's
disconnected
hope
from your
that
channel.
doesn't happen.
So basically, the Light Priest doesn't have a specific...
Can we borrow that coffin?
So the Light Priest will continue to explain that basically the coffin has an enchantment on it that will return him to life, so he would prefer it not leave here where they are at least somewhat protected.
Okay. Well, Hearth's happy.
By the way, you guys kind of killed our friend. Since you can resurrect your master, can you resurrect her?
So the Light Priest looks over towards the corpse of Gabriella, goes over towards it. You have a question here which seems to have a simple answer. It is not a simple answer. I do not have the power to resurrect your friend. I do technically have the power to make her not die.
But she's already dead.
Is this the time bender person?
Yes.
Goddamn shit.
There will be consequences for me bringing her back. If you have other methods for doing so, they might be preferable to my method of altering her fate.
Yeah, I think we can
Yeah,
do
we're
it the
good.
traditional way.
So effectively, what I want to do is basically you guys brought it to the Light Priest's attention. I'm gonna leave this to Ashley because I know she went to sleep because she's really tired and she died. I'm gonna leave it up to her which method she would like to have done, and I'm gonna share with her what the downsides are having the Light Priest resurrect her is, and let her kind of judge whether she wants him to do it. But so either Ashley decides that yes, she wants this done, in which case you guys tell him yes, and he does something, or Ashley decides no, that's not what she wants to do, and you guys take her corpse back to the guild and can reasonably get her resurrected.
Wait, we're doing something reasonably now? That seems unreal.
Yeah, I mean you did just fly into a sun.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise! You flew into a sun and the vampire died.
Yeah. It's actually no surprise. She was right to question.
Sometimes things do make sense. So, is there anything else that you would ask the timekeeper?
Does he understand at all how this place was corrupted, how it was invaded, or by whom?
He turns and says,
User in your channel timed out.
I believe that there was something allowing a weakness in our defenses here. Something that allowed a very specific message to make its way through. He gestures towards the basin.
Yeah. Fowers, did you find anything specifically that you modified in the basin?
I found cold and again, I don't know what else.
I think Matt disconnected.
But I mean, have you removed whatever the presence was that was affecting the water?
No, I just destroyed it, like, normal people do.
Or what?
So the light priest looks over and says, would that the basin was intact, I could try to figure out what it was. As it is, I cannot know. Not immediately, at least. I will need to... You see his body sort of shimmer, and where he's sort of kneeling now, he looks like he's standing up all of a sudden, and then he's kneeling back down. We'll have to look in alternative means to see what is happening, or what had happened.
Well, I put my head into it, so maybe there is some, stuff on me.
That's true.
So the light priest goes over, looks into the side of your face, puts his hand against the side of your face, and you can see the image of your face being covered in water and then not being covered in water, as he seems to be flickering through different periods throughout the fight and different facial expressions that you had during the fight. And then he focuses on the time when your face was kind of wet and covered with the water, and then puts his hand back and goes, I believe it would be better if I looked through my own means.
Sure, suit yourself.
So he did obviously try, and it
User
just
joined your channel.
didn't work, or it didn't work enough to his satisfaction. So the light priest will kind of continue looking at what's going on. We'll either do the thing with Gabriella or won't. Staring down at the basin, you see the two sunblades that are, well, actually all three of the sunblades are not conscious. One of them is doing something where it's clearly communicating with the light priest, and then the light priest quickly looks up towards you and says, I do apologize. I am not used to being a host. This should be a time for you to rest. We do not have sustenance in the same way that you do. I apologize, I have very little to offer, but what small amenities we have here are yours to have. You are welcome to come and go as you so choose. The others will guide you if you have places you need to go. He gestures towards the sunblades.
We should return to the ship. I dare say the captain is concerned.
So, I I'm gonna go through people real quick, just make sure that people don't kind of get skipped over near the end of things. Helix, do you have anything you want to say to the Light Priest, or anything you want to do in the room before we leave?
I just want to wish him good luck and hope that hope stays around.
Hearth?
And that's it.
Redgar. Or Regdar.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if there's anything else we can do to help bolster the defenses of this place, because it doesn't seem like it was safe to begin with, and I'm worried it'll be invaded again while we're off collecting the last piece of the Watcher.
So you see the timekeeper say, "Haste, I believe, is our strongest weapon now. Time is against us, but time is something that can be altered."
All right, fair enough. That's it for me then.
Falrus, it sounded like you didn't have anything else you wanted to do. Matt, do you have anything you want to do before you leave? Or, sorry, Falrus, if you do, by all means.
I mean, I have nothing in this room, but I wanted to do something in the shrine room.
Okay.
I wanted to, go to the, how is it called? The guy I have the name of? Zayden.
Zayden.
To Zayden's shrine and kind of, use a dagger to somehow deface it.
Okay.
Out of spite.
Sounds good to me. And then, Kachka, anything you want to do before you leave the temple? Or before you leave the shrine?
Once the talk started getting really technical, he just sort of started dozing off in a corner. And just assumed that people will point him in the right direction when things come around. So, short answer, no.
Okay. So the Sunblades escort you out of the temple area and back through the shrines. Two of the three Sunblades goes with you, all the way to the docks where the crew is waiting. The Sunblades kind of gesture towards the top, and then they start writing with their weapons, leaving this sort of fiery, glowing image behind as they are talking by writing in the air. And they say, the writing says, "We will escort you through the corona."
Oh, nice. That should make the dude happy about taking the ship back into the thing.
So the two Sunblades go with you, one on either side of the ship as it kind of flies out, and they will use their weapons to kind of open a hole in the side of the sun, and then allow you all to fly back. The trip back to the guild is relatively uneventful, and we will head back to the guild hall.
By the way, did the trail we left behind lead straight into the sun?
I'm sorry?
The trail that the dawn left behind it led straight to the sun?
It did.
I would love to see the faces of the pirates.
Yeah, that'd be a question. So, moving everybody back.
Turtles would be like, "No way, man, we're not going in there."
Go cooked turtles. So 5,700 experience and 18,400 gold pieces for everybody. In acknowledgement for what you have done, the Light Priest offers to give a little bit of thanks for helping. And let me look. So at AL16, here we go. Those are the alternative rewards.